far, far reaches of space, no one can hear you scream. But everybody talks about their top 5 favorite cards from Edge of Eternities! That's right, we are doing our top 5 favorite cards from Edge of Eternities. This is going to be a lot of fun. While we might not necessarily have always play with the cards that we're looking at, these are the cards we're most excited to see. Y'all are good and smart Magic players. You don't need us to tell we don't need to tell you what the best cards are. We just want to tell you what cards that we think maybe you want to look out for because we enjoy them and we're sure as shit gonna play them. I definitely talked for more than 30 seconds so I could get that curse word in. Sorry, YouTube. But with that, I'm joined by 3 awesome guests as always. I've got Geek and Ryan with me. Geek, go ahead.
Hi everybody, I'm Geek, Geek Weirdly Everywhere, your resident Vorthos and plane themed deck builder. Thanks for having me.
And my co-host Ryan, as always.
You know where to find me. If you see Scruff, you're probably gonna see me.
And we are joined by our wonderful guest from our Commander episode. Emmara's back!
What's up, everybody? I am Emmara, Goddess of Blunder. I make Magic the Gathering content on the internet. You can find me at Magic Cons and playing with my puppets and cosplaying, and you can find me over on twitch.tv/Goddess of Blunder, where I play Magic with my friends. Yeah, I'm excited. I had a hard time choosing. There's a lot of good cards in this set.
Spoiler, mine have a lot of red.
Spoiler, mine's got a lot of everything, actually, except for green.
Yeah, I actually...
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
No, you're...
I just avoided red completely because last week you said you were going red, so I was like, I'm out.
You didn't have to do that.
We did pretty good. We only have 1 overlap, but we could talk about that when it happens. Because one thing we're going to do a little bit different is we're adding back in something we had quite a few episodes ago, which is a legend we want to build around. We might not dive too deep into how we would build the deck, what exact cards you want to see in there, but like this is a fun legend and we think you should run it too. So we're going to start off with something that we always do in all of these, and that is talk about the mechanics that are coming in. There's quite a few returning ones. We don't like to talk about I don't try to talk about the returning ones anymore because everything's kicker. It's fine. However, everything's kicker or banding. In most of this, it's kicker. So I will say that we're gonna just jump out the gate, hit the warp drive, and we'll talk with Geek doing our first mechanic. What's the newest mechanic? The one everybody's excited for.
Yeah, especially me. Yeah, so this is Warp. The card, for example, is Starfield Shepherd. 3 white for Angel. It's 3/2 with flying. When this creature enters, search your library for a basic plains card or a creature card with mana value 1 or less. Reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle. Its warp cost is 1 in white, and Warp says you may cast this card from your hand for its warp cost. Exile this creature at the beginning of the next end step. Then you may cast it from exile on a later turn. So it's kind of like Foretell, but not quite like Foretell. But from exile matters, all that sort of thing. Love it.
It's the definite way to do adventure. This ability is really cool. I love this ability. I think that this is great.
It's really good.
One of my favorite things is casting from exile on a very red player. So Impulse has been great. So
also, Starfield Mystic is honestly a solid card as well. The idea of tutoring for 2 mana to tutor for either a basic plains, which is not that great, but there's no deadly creatures at 1 mana. Not in white. No. There's not an Esper Sentinel.
Mother of Ruins. Like
Giver of Runes.
Giver of Ruins.
All kinds of things.
There's a lot of stuff you could go grab.
1 or less,
And
you could grab
if
like...
you're multicolored.
Yeah, and again, if you're in multicolor, like...
Yeah, like, it's insane.
Yeah.
During early access, Warp was really good. Like, I had a lot of fun with it. I've had a lot more fun with it, getting to interact with it and going, oh, okay, this works really well.
We will be talking about one of a card that is very big on the Warp thing, And when we get there, I will announce Shannon's opinion about it, because she very, very much had a very high opinion of one of the cards. It's, I believe, Geek's number 1, so we'll definitely have a lot to say when we get to that card. Warp's very cool. I was like, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, this is either going to be kind of good or kind of broken. I don't know. As of right now, it's kind of sitting in that middle, and I'm okay with it. I'm like, good, strong ability, but not over the top.
I feel like Tanuk, though, you could do some terrible things with that card. Giving anything warp, like I just want to try that.
We'll be talking about that card. Shocking to no one. A lot of people are hype about that card. But with that, you know what? After the warp jump, you gotta find the spacecraft, your space, your home base. Even you gotta dock. You gotta make station. Emmara?
I'm going to sit down and be stationary, is what you're saying. I'm going to talk about probably the biggest and scariest spaceship, the Dawnsire, Sunstar Dreadnought. So it has station. It's 5 colorless mana. It is a legendary artifact spacecraft, and it has station. Tap another creature you control. Put a charge counter equal to its power on this spacecraft. Station only as a sorcery. It's an artifact creature at 20 plus. For plus 10, once you've put 10 power on it, whenever you attack, the Dawnsire deals 100 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Plus 20, it has flying and becomes a 20/20 creature. Because why not?
Huh.
It's on par with Marilage.
It's so stupid.
As someone who loves repercussion, I love this card.
I just want to shoot Stuffy Doll.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't have to shoot a creature that's not yours.
Yeah, it could just be my own creature. Like,
Hey, Brash Taunter! Look at that spaceship! Fight me! I'll
And there's a
shoot
card
that
in the
man!
set that really helps with that.
And I will say that those spaceships really wrecked my world during early access.
I could also, like, you could just give this thing lifelink.
Yeah, you could.
Yep.
You can do a lot of stupid things with it.
You swing and gain 100 life.
The 10 really isn't that hard to get. Like, depending on what colors you're playing, and that's a colorless creature. Like, you can definitely slot that in anywhere. I mean, green. I mean, turn 5. Most likely you're playing this on like turn 3 or 4 in green, and most likely you already have big creatures that can probably get it to 10.
The quick question I have for the group is, how do y'all feel about this compared to Crew? Because it's obviously different. There's no argument about it, but the question is, do you like this better than Crew? Does it give you the same feelings as Crew, or do you think Crew's better?
I think Crew's better. I prefer Crew. I think
Crew,
they kept Crew.
I think Crew is better. I like Station. Don't get me wrong. I definitely think it's unique, and because like the good part is, aside from Crew, where it's like on your turn comes a creature, and then like after that it's back to being an artifact. With Station, once it gets to 12 counters or whatever, like let me rephrase it. Once it gets these whatever amount of counters it needs to become a creature, it stays a creature until it's killed. So like bonus on that, you start tapping it and adding the counters. Proliferate is a thing. So like if you are in a heavy proliferate deck, you can actually get that, like you get your spacecrafts activated way sooner.
I think once you get the charge counters on it, it's okay. But like a lot of times you're wasting your creatures to crew the ship, and then suddenly they blow up your ship, and then you're just like, oh, okay, because it's just an artifact. I mean, artifacts are pretty easy to remove.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
I think I'm with Geek on it, where I'm very 50-50. A part of me thinks that this is way more balanced than Crew is. Especially because you can only do it at sorcery speed. It's kind of the thing of like, once it's a creature, it stays a creature, so that it makes it, simultaneously harder and easier to remove. I think due to how much counter manipulation is possible amongst all the colors, the thing that Mara and Ryan brought up, they're like, oh, your creatures are going to spend all their time crewing this thing, is I'm like, if you're putting these things in your deck, you only need one charge counter on it, and then your deck can get the rest on there without having to do anything else. And we're playing Commander, so most of us here are playing Commander.
Yep.
We have a creature that is able to crew that most likely we're not swinging with anyway. Like, I haven't looked really at any of the red ones, but, like, I play Emmara, whose power toughness equal to the hand number of cards in an opponent's hand. He could be a 7/7 for 3 mana. He's crewing, he's stationing like there's no tomorrow. Apparently, he desires space travel. He's Katy Perry.
We all?
Yeah, exactly. I know, bad joke. Apologies, Katy Perry. Your fireworks or whatever your songs are.
Sure your songs are.
I think that's yeah, I think there's a lot of debate. Folks, leave in the comments how you feel about Station. I am curious to see what people think about this. But we're going to move on to actually the final thing. There was only a couple of mechanics here. I actually liked how they just focused on making 2 mechanics pretty good. Warp is amazing, and Station is Station.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it's not... I'm not going to say it's good or bad because I haven't seen it in action. But we did get 2 new types of tokens in this set. Ryan, what tokens did we get?
So the first one we got is a lander token. You can see there's a few creatures in the new set that can actually create these. One of them is Cobb Landseeker. 3 in a red for a creature Kabu soldier with menace, and when this creature enters, create a lander token. And then it also has a caveat at the beginning of the end step on your next turn, sacrifice this token. The lander token is an artifact with pay 2, tap and sack this token, search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. So it's essentially a Wayfarer's Bauble, but instead of paying 1 to cast an artifact, you get it with the creature, and then you can pay the 2, sack it, go find a land. After that, the other token that got added was a munitions token, which, to our knowledge, and I'm actually going to go through this later and go through the card list again. There's only 1 card in the set that makes munitions tokens, and that's weapons manufacturing, which is 1 in a red for an enchantment. Whenever a non-token artifact you control enters, create a colorless artifact token named munitions. When this token leaves the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to any target.
So we'll start with Lander. As a person who plays a lot of white and black, I'm really sad to see that this is very heavy in red and green. It makes me so sad that this is in red and green. The colors that don't need it.
The green, green don't need it. I'm sorry.
There's
green
as a red player, I'm happy.
Right, so
red, you can make the argument.
Red, I accept it. Green didn't need this.
No, it didn't.
However,
Green didn't need no old Gnawbone, but they got it anyway.
don't read.
Don't even get me started with old Gnawbone. I'm a dragon. I am the dragon player here, and I love my Ur Dragon deck. Old Gnawbone, man. No matter how many times I play that deck, if I play old Gnawbone, it still hurts to play.
I will kill him before I kill the Ur Dragon. That's how I feel about old Gnawbone.
Yeah, I mean,
This one's a
you're right to
10/10.
do it.
I don't care. Kill the moneymaker.
Hides old Gnawbone in my Tongarth deck.
Oh my god, it's old Gnawbone
You
with the
are an
steel
evil man.
chair.
Exactly.
But the Lander
It's really
token,
good.
yeah, I like it a lot. As a person who is a big fan of Wayfarer's Bauble, I think that they're great. There's a couple things in other colors that do make them. There's a white one that I will absolutely be putting into a lot of my white decks that makes a Lander token if an opponent controls more lands. Shocking, the white thing. Got it. It's fine. But yeah.
Well, the nice thing is an artifact that you can sack. So if you're into sacking things, you getting stuff off of that. If you need lands, it's easy to get your lands that you need, and you can double landfall a lot, which is great. Like for my birdies, so I'm just like chocobos are loving it right now. It's like give me some lander tokens.
I just hate the name, that's it. But yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
I do not.
Yeah, Lander token was interesting. There could have been like a different name for it, like
Wayfarer
maybe
token.
Wayfarer token,
That would've been
Survey token.
Survey token would have been
Elder
nice.
token.
I mean, Lander works for this set particularly. It's
It does.
outside of this set.
Little.
I don't know. We'll see.
We could have got map tokens.
We already have map tokens.
I say map tokens are already a thing.
We do.
That was the joke.
This would have been perfect, but yes, no, we already have them,
Um,
and they don't do anything like that.
And as far as munitions are considered, huh?
They're
I
literally
really
there
like
to
that
attack other
card.
people.
That was almost on my list.
Well, the thing is, they don't even have a way to sack themselves, though. So you have to
No, they
actually.
don't.
you have to
fig-
find a way.
So I will
mean,
say that there is
PCI is a thing.
right. There's also a lot of red and black in this set that want to sack artifacts or that have the ability to sack artifacts. So
Yep.
it's there. It's pretty easy. I think the fun thing to do with this is make a bunch of them and then board wipe all non-land permanents. So your opponent's like, all right, I guess the board set back nothing. Yeah, and then you take 30. What? I've been stockpiling weapons of mass destruction. Goodbye.
I mean, Ironworks, freaking, you could just
Yeah.
sack
Oh,
it,
yeah.
like a bazillion mana, and you're
Yep,
doing
yep.
2 damage from every one of them.
Oh yeah.
Or-
if
Oh, Depth Shaker Titan only animates non-token artifacts, right?
Oh, turn them into creatures. Start throwing them at people.
No,
No.
Oh, you can use a cyber drive.
Oh,
on
yeah.
Awakener.
Oh, yeah, so you can
Oh,
Cyber
that's
Drive
mean.
Awakener, you can Depth Shaker Titan and just
All
go,
your
oh,
charges,
hey,
all your
all
Oh,
these
that's
weapons
mean.
have legs now.
that's mean.
Hey,
That's
move
why I was so
aside,
excited for
devils.
because I play treasure decks.
Enjoy.
This,
Oh, you do play treasure.
Now all my
decks,
treasures
yeah.
are 6/6s.
oh, God. All I can think of is, like, Vahan Goldwaker. If only he could find a way to animate these
Yeah,
things.
it's a big...
Mm-hmm.
Ah, these bombs. They're also 3/3 assassins. Just leave them to blow up. No, that's the poor way to do it. Get them.
Yep.
Yeah, that could be a ton of fun. So,
My mom's got legs.
yeah, hopefully it's not just one card. The idea for things like this, and this will be the last note I at least make, is that introducing new tokens does open it up for a future to be something, which I do enjoy, because I really hope Lantern tokens make it in more sets. It's a nice and easy way to let something ramp without it being stupid, where in the sense of like, you can start to look at things like in white and red to do land ramp, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm a big fan of. So, yeah. Any last comments before we move on?
Oh,
Gimball's happy with this
oh,
set.
God.
Oh, I bet. So,
I mean, Saya's gonna like this. A lot of the cards from this set.
so the next thing we're going to talk about is something that definitely caught me off guard when they announced it. And that is, we're going to talk about the fact that Shocklands are being reprinted. This was out of left field. I would not have gotten this if you gave me 100 guesses. It took space. Yep.
We got back there.
Yeah, so we got, what were Godless Shrine, Breeding Pool. Did we get the allied colored? No, enemy colored ones? No, we got a mix
We got
match.
something done too. We got a mismatch.
We got a
5
mix
of them,
match.
but they were not
Yeah, we did.
ally versus enemy. They were
Oh, yeah,
just
those are allied. Okay.
Some
Yeah,
of them.
Watery Grave, Breeding Pool, Godless Shrine, Sacred Foundry, and I'm blanking on
Stomping
the
Ground.
so
Something
3
around.
enemies
So,
and
like, half and
2.
half.
Yeah. The implication is that we will probably get Shocklands in another set soon.
Most likely.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to see them in a Universes Beyond set, because that's all we
Please
have
don't.
left for the rest of the year. It's unfortunately a possible situation. If they are going to put them somewhere, I'd rather see them in Avatar. I'm not going to lie. Seeing the Steam vents of New York wouldn't
Yeah, I
necessarily be my favorite thing to see.
I don't think they'll do it in Spider-Man.
I don't think they
like,
will
The
either.
rest of those
I don't
cards
think
don't
so.
have
It-
like good flavor to be there. Like just because of the names and things, you would have to really go
I could
out
see
of your
Lorwyn.
way. Yeah.
Lorwyn-
I could see Lorwyn.
Lorwyn could be cool, especially because
Lorwyn,
Lorwyn,
okay.
they brought up the idea of Lorwyn Eclipsed is the idea of what happens when Lorwyn and Shadowmoor bridge the gap. Which is going to be very interesting to see. And I also agree that that's probably going to be what happens, is that we won't see the rest of the Shocklands until January of next year.
Or make me happy. It's Strixhaven, so I can get a Golgari one.
The Strixhaven one would be interesting
Ah,
because,
it would.
and
Happy.
the Strixhaven one would be interesting because three of the schools that were in Strixhaven got their Shocklands reprinted here. So it'd be very interesting to see what's going to happen then with those other ones.
I
with
mean, the
things like how
curriculums could change.
well, I
True.
do believe that Archivos lore-wise, and we can get more into this in a different video, but lore-wise, Archivos does have multiple schools. It's just Strixhaven is the most popular. It's a lot like Harry Potter. We don't talk about
Yeah.
that.
Right.
I think that this is going to be great. Geek and Ryan have pulled boxes and pre-release kits. I'm sure Emmara has as well. I haven't pulled crap. But
Yeah.
the pull rate on these actually also seems to be pretty good. Keeping them at rare was really nice, actually.
I pulled 3 of them.
Geek, I believe you also pulled 3, right?
Stomping
You pulled 4?
Ground?
Well, I pulled 2 redeemed pools and 2 godless shrines.
I don't remember what I pulled.
Not even ones I play, but cool.
I pulled
Oh.
Watery Grave,
Okay, I don't like what
Necropandery,
I
and
pulled.
Godless Shrine.
Yeah, so it seems keeping them at rare, the pull rates on them are good, so I'm really excited to see the prices on those comes down, and I am hoping that we get the other one soon, because honestly, the problem I have with building in multiple Magic formats is the idea that land bases are so expensive.
Yes, they are.
And it's
Yeah.
really nice to see that they're starting to tackle some of these lands that are either haven't been completed in cycles, like we talked about in the Commander episode, or they're now reprinting more expensive lands. I
Mhm.
really, really, really want to see the Tri-lands be reprinted as well. The Triomes will be easier to print. The Capenna location lands are going to be quite
Very much
difficult.
All,
yeah.
They're all locations specific to planes,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah,
so-
that's why I'm
It's gonna
kind of
seem
upset about it.
regardless. Yeah.
We've moved away from that, which is good because like it just makes it so hard to reprint unless you go to
Yeah,
like
'cause,
a
like-
modern master set or like.
And they've also said they don't really want to go back to New Capenna, and I'm like,
got
Go
two
back to New
schools
Capenna!
around.
Which sucks. Honestly, I think Capenna was actually a very fun,
Yeah.
unique set.
I
Yeah,
really
I like it
enjoyed
a lot.
There
Capenna.
was a lot of weird and fun cards in New Capenna.
Exactly.
Going back through it, I was like, I
It's-
really missed.
I'll admit I wasn't a fan at first, but I came around hard. So
Yeah. Capenna at first was interesting. Like when it first got announced, like we were like, how's this gonna work? And everything like being hesitant against it. All of a sudden, it comes out and like, oh, this actually worked really well. There were some fun and unique, like even from a commander's perspective, fun and unique commanders. Definitely like options out there, and then obviously adding the extra tri-lanes was a good bonus. So yeah, like I would like to go back to Capenna, but like you said, it's unfortunate right now. It seems unlikely.
And actually, Capenna being mentioned, I will throw out there that we did our session 0, the invasion of Toxic. We will be getting to, in the very near future, our Phyrexia's Multiversal War Arc, and we will be doing my first session in that campaign is the invasion of New Capenna. So y'all will get to see the Phyrexians invade.
I
Would
just
you
want to see Henzi.
Tracks are get hit by a giant steel beam and fall over.
I excellent question, excellent statement. We are only doing one half when we do the plane. So unlike what I did in the previous session where I did both, if I am doing a session and we're in the Phyrexian half of the campaign, it's just Phyrexian the whole time. So you will only see Phyrexians. Well, you'll see boss fights.
Yeah.
However, so yeah, I thought this was a great print. Like great job all around for this one.
Artwork's cool.
Artwork's very cool. So I guess the next thing we'll talk about is I like to talk about lands when we're talking about this because lands are some of the strongest cards in Magic in my personal opinion. Let's go ahead and talk about the named planets that for some reason aren't legendary.
Yeah, why are they not legendary?
Not a clue, Emmara.
Like they're
Not a
literally
clue.
just a planet.
It's
Like,
the-
are
it's
there
the frickin',
other versions of them out there?
Oh, what the heck are those creature types again?
I mean, nobody's probably ever going to play
A
4 of
Togs?
them in a standard.
No, not
deck.
Hogs.
No, Nephilim?
Nephilim. It's the Nephilim all over again.
Um,
I thought they were all cool.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of fun ones.
Yeah,
like,
so I
wanna
will
make
say,
robots.
I'm gonna go ahead and read the white one, and that is Adagaya. Adagaya. Windswept Bastion. It's a planet. It enters. They all follow this same line of text of every single one of them enters the play tap. They tap for a single color. This is the white one, and they all have station. And when they hit 12 charge counters, it's 12 across the board, I believe. They get an activated ability. The two I really want to talk about is the two Ryan, I believe, mentioned very quickly. But Adagaya or Adagaya is 3 and a white, tap, create a token that's a copy of target artifact or enchantment you control, except it's legendary. Activate only as a sorcery. This is the opposite of what we normally see. Kind of glad that we're seeing that line of text so that these things don't get to be that broken. But also just a fun ability. Artifact and enchantment decks that are in white are going to love that land.
Oh yeah.
Especially if they can get it to proc pretty easily.
Me and Light
I kind
Paws
of put
were
this in a Cadric deck. I don't care about legendary for my tokens.
That is very true. That is very true. Puppy. Sorry.
Puppy.
I get
good
distracted by dogs instantly.
It's all good.
Yeah, I guess the one that we'll bring up, and Ryan and I had a conversation about this, which is why I want to bring this one up, is Uthros Titanic God Core is going to be the first one we talk about, because this one's probably the most contentious between Ryan and I for this discussion. It comes into play tap. It taps out. It's blue. It's the blue one, shocking to no one. It has station. 12 plus counters. Blue, tap, add blue for each artifact you control. So Geek giving that motion is the same question. Why is this okay, but Tolarian Academy is banned?
Well, this has hoops.
This
is how
has
they get
hoops.
people in.
I mean,
It does have,
I've
yes.
seen how many Gaia's cradles, and they all have hoops. That's why it's okay. But still.
Yeah, it's
Some
like
hoops are not super hard to get through.
exactly, and because blue has heavy proliferate cards in it.
I don't
Yeah,
even
and a
think
lot
it's
of
the
big creatures.
proliferate. Yeah, I actually think Karnstructs are the problem for this land.
True.
Because they're giant artifact creatures,
Yeah.
and they
True,
tap.
true.
Urza makes them by sneezing.
Yeah.
Just what he needed. A planet that wants to worship him.
But not only that, didn't we get a creature that does almost the same thing as Urza, the jellyfish?
Yeah.
Where we talk. Yes, it's on your
Yeah,
list,
we'll get
Emmara.
there.
We're going to
Yep.
talk about it shortly. Yeah, and then shocking to no one, the green one, Gaia's Cradles. I don't have an answer as to why these are okay, but Gaia's Cradle and Tolarian Academy are not, short of the fact that there's way more hoops to jump through, like Geek mentioned.
That's the only reason.
These are dangerous because anything that combos with those two lands will combo with these lands. I quite frankly believe that once you get the 12 counters on them, if you don't interact with that player, they probably are going to win, like on the spot.
And I'm definitely throwing these in Omo.
Yeah.
At least the ones that I can put in there. At least the artifact one probably. Even though I could make a lot of artifacts. God damn it.
And then for the people who are curious, the red one, you sack a land, make a robot, and then it gets haste and +1/+0 until end of turn for each creature you
All
control.
your creatures.
Oh, sorry, dang creatures, yes.
Yeah.
And the black one, you pay a black and 1, tap it, pay 2 life, and sack a creature to draw cards equal to the sacrifice creature's power. I think that one's the most dangerous.
Yeah, I love that one. That one I would definitely use.
I'm gonna pay 2 mana,
I
tap
got-
it, sack Merit Lodge, draw 20.
Yeah, like or sack that space station. Space station. What's interesting is most of these lands do something that like older powerful cards do, except for the red one, which completely.
Once again, the red
roll
card
back.
in the
Yeah, the
in the
red one.
cycle gets shafted.
Yeah,
Always.
it does get shafted a lot. Except
I
for Arena of
don't
Glorious.
agree.
Compared to the other four.
Sure. That and
That's
that
all I'm
yes.
saying. In the
I
cycle.
do think the red one is incredibly useful though.
Oh, it's really good.
Oh yeah, I would
It's
use the
better
crap
than
out of
like Shivan Gorge, for instance.
Yeah. Oh god, 100%. But yeah, the planets are cool. I do like these designs. If you could change anything about them that you think would make them more fair, this more so art goes towards the blue and the green one. What do you do? Or do you think they're
Vanguard
fine as
Cradle?
is?
I would give them a higher mana value or to like for their activation ability at least.
Yeah.
I kind of agree
Even
on that.
that. Yeah, like 1 green and 1 for those abilities. When the white one has to pay 1 white and 3 colorless to make a copy of 1 creature of a thing, is kind of silly to me. And even red has to pay more for a robot.
I
and
would
sack a
say,
land.
for me personally, what I would do is have those lands remove charge counters as part of the activation.
Oh, that's
It has to spend power in order to do its effect. Because
Yeah.
or even all of them, and then you could let this come into play untapped and it'd be completely fair. I think I drop it probably by 2 or 3, so make them like 9 apiece. They come into play untapped, but they have to spend charge counters to actually activate their ability as well. This way, the planet stores up power to use these abilities. Yeah, that's just me.
Yeah.
At least they don't come out or untapped because then they can't cast a creature and start crewing itself.
There is ways around that, of course. But,
yeah, there is.
But I think these are completely fine. There is people like like you mentioned, Emmara Obo, who are like planets.
Hey, woo! Give me new things to make lands of.
All right, folks. Well, we talked about those. We talked about the shock lands. We talked about the new mechanics and new tokens. We are in it to win it. We're into our top 5. And so what we're going to start off with is we're going to do our honorable mentions first. I was going to say we're going to do our build around legends first. I'm going to talk about mine when Ryan mentions it. That's on his list. I do believe it's your number 5. So I'm going to talk about mine very quickly. But right now, we're going to go ahead and do our honorable mentions. We're going to go ahead in the order of Emmara, Geek, Ryan, myself. Generally how we always do it. I'm last. I deserve to be.
Kitty.
And Kitty. And with that, Emmara, what is your honorable mention?
My honorable mention is the Entropic Battle Cruiser. It is 1 black and 3 colorless. It is an artifact spacecraft. It has station, obviously. It is a 3/10 when it is fully crewed. And for 1 power, whenever an opponent discards a card, they lose 3 life. Nice and simple. If you get 8 power on it and it becomes a spacecraft, and a creature, has flying, death touch, and whenever the spacecraft attacks, each opponent discards a card, and each opponent who can't loses 3 life. I don't know. I love discard. Like, this is gonna go in my Liliana deck. Like, it was like, even if I'm not using it as a spacecraft, even that first ability is kind of gross.
Hey, Emmara, I don't think I want you on the episode anymore.
Damn it.
Well, I was going to say it should go in my partner's
Tigrid,
Liliana deck that I built her that leans on discard as well.
Yeah, Tergrid is gonna love it. Like,
I love my Kamiz deck, but boy, do I connive a lot in that deck, and I don't want it to hurt to connive.
Well, it's only an opponent.
stop conniving against us.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna play it. I don't make other people discard. I discard. People play it against me. No, it's
their own fault.
it's fun. I think the thing you just mentioned, Emmara, which is like you only need to put 1 charge counter on this thing for it to be probably work for your deck.
And
Right.
if you need a creature to actually attack with or block with, I mean, that's a huge ass on that thing. With Death Touch, like it
That's a
it
big
has
ass.
invasion. Yeah, like it's got flying, so it can block flyers, which are always a problem, and Death Touch. And with the 3 power, if you block multiple creatures or whatnot, you can or get blocked by multiple creatures, you can put 1 damage on each of them. So then they're not going to want to do that either.
I'm taking you with me.
Yeah, I'm like, everybody's coming with me.
Oh boy.
I'm a problem.
Geek. What is your honorable mention, buddy?
Well, mine's also a black card. It's Elfariel Stone Chosen. 3 black for a legendary creature human cleric, 3/3 with ward. Discard a card at random, and has
Okay.
void. Whenever Elfariel attacks, if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped this turn, defending player loses half their life, rounded up. As a treasure player,
This was also, I
Hey,
believe, Emmara's
we
build
share
around
one.
legend.
Yeah, no, actually, that was my number one. 'Cause I'm a problem.
Oh. Oh yeah, it was your number one. Yeah, this thing is
It's gross.
Sorry, Mark.
It just needs to attack. That's all it needs to do. It doesn't even. It doesn't care about anything.
he's ward
Like I'm
discard.
getting rid of. Yeah, like it discard a card at random, but
That
nobody wants
hurts
to do
my
that.
soul.
And it works with my battle carrier or my cruiser there.
I think I'd rather fall off a bridge and
He's got a
survive.
place in the Union anytime he wants.
I
I sack treasures so regularly in there.
I'm trying
Yeah,
to think
like-
of like decks I have that contain black where he wants to go, and I'm like, I don't really. Oh, Lord Windgrace. Never mind. Lands are permanents.
Well,
Yeah,
it's non-land permanent.
Oh, not mine permanent.
Oh, never mind. Get in the trash, Alfariel.
But landers, treasures,
Yeah.
tokens. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to activate that.
Oh, he goes in Mortarian. I sacrifice those. I sacrifice those Nurgle guys like it's my day job.
I wish we would have got. I really need. We need another Warhammer set. Sorry.
We
I
do.
need Jund Orcs
Space stuff.
so bad. Jund
Like-
Orcs.
I need a Typhus. God damn it! I don't want him just on a card. I want a Typhus.
Alfariel's cool. I think that is a very disgusting thing. Oh, you know what? He goes in the party. He belongs in a party.
Yeah, because he's a cleric.
Yeah, that could be dangerous. I don't like it.
Sorry to steal your number one thunder, Emmara.
It's okay.
We can talk about it again when we get to number one.
Yeah, I'll talk about it again.
Rye, your honorable mention.
Mine is Chrome Companion.
You chose this just for the artwork, didn't you?
Oh, absolutely.
I have totally done this.
Yeah.
Chosen this card.
Sometimes that's how you choose things.
It is 2 mana for an artifact creature dog. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, you gain 1 life. Pay 2, tap, put a target card from a graveyard on the bottom of its owner's library. Power and toughness 2/1. So obviously not gonna. But the fact that it can gain you life when it becomes tapped, and even get yourself back from the graveyard is good. But yeah, most of the reason why this became an honorable mention is just the art alone. It is a corgi.
Cyborg
He
Corgi.
is pretty adorable.
We also finally have a puppy who has got good flavor text.
Oh, I know.
That's not dying.
Yeah.
Yes!
Yeah,
Oh my God.
The flavor text is Liberation Station's morale greatly improved after Rover took up residence.
Yes, you did. Oh, you boy.
Codecracker Hound he's not dying or anything either.
No, he's not.
Codecracker
You're
Hound
correct.
was very
he's
close
just
to
a
making.
dog is a dog.
Maybe an alien dog. Let's be real.
Yeah, that's the thing. Aliens. Are things aliens? Are things not aliens? Are why
I
did we
mean-
not get more aliens? And why did? Because we got creatures of every other type from every other multiverse, but we didn't get aliens in a space set.
Right.
I totally understand, but I also agree. We will go into my honorable mention, and my honorable mention is litho bracking. I very much had to make sure I said that correctly because I kept saying litho breaking. It's litho bracking. It's a 2 and a red for an instant. Create a lander token. Then you may sacrifice an artifact. When you do, litho bracking deals 2 damage to each creature. This is hilarious towards the token decks. Oh, you want to overwhelm me with 1/1s? No. 3 mana, go away. Also, the idea, I probably put this card in, personally in every red deck I have. Because this can just end up being ramp. You can leave open your mana for responses. And then just, if you want to, on an opponent's end step, tap for 3, cast this, you make your lander, pay 2, sack it, grab another land. I love cards that have multiple uses in multiple ways, and this ticks every box.
How
Makes me-
cool would this have been if it was a drop pod? That's basically what it's doing, like a lander token just landing and then going.
But the art looks kind of like that.
Yeah.
The flavor text is a cav landing, and then it's attributed to Cytherian expression, meaning a bad time. It's, the cav are landing. What happened? I just finished building my house. But yeah, that was that. So we are into our number 5s. Emmara, what is your number 5?
Is that the only one I didn't bring up? It is Exalted Sunborn. I know that much.
Ooh.
I brought up every other one in a
This
separate
card
file.
is disgusting.
Yeah, it is. Oh my god, White got some nasty stuff.
Really did.
So Exalted Sunborn is an angel wizard. 2 white, 3 colorless, like good old Sarah Angel. It is a 4/5 with flying and lifelink. If one or more tokens would be created under your control, twice that many tokens are created instead. And it also has warp, our new mechanic. So it can come in for 1 white and 1 colorless and warp itself in. So if you're about to create a bunch of tokens, guess what? You don't even have to pay the 5 mana. You could just pay that 2 mana, warp it in, get all those tokens. It goes away, then you cast it again.
White, we get it. You go wide. Stop.
I'm gonna make cats. So many more cats.
Cats.
It
What is
also
that? Is that the 5th token doubler in white we've seen in the
Yeah,
past
white is
something like
2
that.
years?
in like a row. Like we got Elspeth
We
during
got triple.
Dragon Storm.
Yeah, and then we got triple with the
O'Hare
god
Talk.
there.
O'Hare Talk does specifically say creature tokens, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, we got
That's what
Mondrak,
Eddie did.
we have O'Hare Talk, we've got Elspeth, we've got this now. They very much have given us the idea, the identity for white, that it's go wide,
Yeah.
which is
makes sense.
fine. It's very fine. Oh, this is
Like if I had to choose a color that went white, I would choose white just because I mean you've got soldiers, armies, and
Yeah.
things like that.
I like that
Yeah,
they've
it makes
finally been
sense.
kind of splitting the go wide from green a little bit more.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's why we're getting so many in white.
I
Uh,
think personally it shouldn't be 2 different things. It shouldn't be angel and wizard just because wizards also love cloning things and making extra copies of stuff. I don't know. There's a lot of gross stuff you could do in a combination.
Mhm.
this is nutty. This is crazy. This is like one of the cards that I was like, I don't have to talk about this card. People know this card's strong. I'll go choose other things. Because this could
Yeah,
just
I
be
was
like I'm casting these 2 things on my turn and I have an extra 2 mana. I may as well warp this in right now, then make like
Yeah.
6 tokens. It'll leave and I'll just cast it later. It's also
Yeah.
a 4/5 with lifelink and flying.
Knowing it-
Why is
yeah,
it such a
knowing it-
relevant body?
Not only that, if
Like-
you can give it haste, like, and you warp it out, and it can attack that turn too. Like, there's a lot of gross things you could do with it. I'm sorry, Will. I'm
It's
sorry.
fine. No, it's fine. You're correct. You're absolutely right. You're 1000% right.
I mean, it'll probably be a problem for a little while until people forget about it. That's how Magic works. Is everybody eventually, like 2 years down the line, forgets what's in sets, and then we're safe for a little while.
Just for a
Speed
little
at which we get them and how many we get, yeah, that's definitely gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Geek, stop. Geek, what is your number 5?
Surprise! It's going to have red in it. It is Pinnacle Emissary, 1 an Exit for a 3/3 artifact creature robot. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a 1/1 colorless drone artifact creature token with flying, and this token can only block creatures with flying, and it has warp hybrid Exit. As it is blue-red, of course, as everybody, most of us know. But yeah, just in
Did
case.
miss that on the tokens that we created, by the way. I did not do enough research. Yeah, the 1/1 that can only block flyers. That is not nothing new. We do have tokens that already do that, but it being an artifact and a drone, that is new. I
Pinball
can't
is
stay.
So happy.
I can't. Oh, you know what? I can click on it. There we go. I can't stay on the page as another legendary creature is on that list, and yeah, I have a
Oh, yeah, that guy.
I have a illegitimate fear of lobsters. It's specifically lobsters. It is not crustaceans. So I apologize. I know what Regos does. I will not be looking at him. No, he will not appear in this video. If somebody in this video mentions him, guess what? That spot's just blank. Or you edit the video.
You are no longer here. It's been blank spots.
Yeah,
I-
I really
I-
like this card.
Yeah, no, that's fun. I honestly, I do like the idea. Also, I love the idea that it's not once per turn. Thank God it doesn't say the word once per turn.
I'm glad about that.
But yeah, 1 mana and then cast it again on 3? Like,
Not horrible.
oh.
Yeah, if you were playing like zero cost things, you could just like play a handful of stuff,
Yeah.
put it in on the first turn.
Eggs.
Be like, here's a whole bunch of drones to deal with.
Yep.
Lotus
Yeah, no, I
Petal, Ornithopter, Memnite,
Yeah, like there's a lot of things you can
Chalice
do.
of the Void.
Yeah. There's so many you could do.
And then Urza just comes out and ruins everything.
Because of Thursday.
And then
yeah.
you power your land down there to so you can have 1 blue mana for each artifact.
Rye, what is your number 5?
Mine is Sir Von Dam the Lucent. 2 white and 2 black for a legendary creature human knight with Death Touch, Lifelink, and whenever Sir Von Dam enters or attacks, other creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain Death Touch until end of turn. And they are power and toughness 4/4. I saw this card even when spoilers were happening. I saw this card. I was hoping it was real, because I have a Sidar Jabari deck, and this card, like that deck needed this card yesterday.
I have this as my build around legend because I think that's funny as fuck. There's my 1 for the video.
Honestly?
+1/+0 is so many times that like you look at it and you go, oh, that's not that terrible. But when there's a lot of creatures out and then suddenly 10 creatures have +1/+0, that's 10 power on the board. Like that's
It's one of the things where, so one of the interesting things I saw about this is normally we see the draft archetypes and they're like almost
Here it is.
always the same. The draft archetype, yeah, math is for blockers. The draft archetype
you,
for
Cartingen.
white-black is actually go wide, which I thought was very interesting. Normally that's not the case. So Von Dam is definitely... They always do these signpost common things. I believe Sir Von Dam was the signpost common for white-black. Because you just want to go wide as shit.
Mhm.
And he is just like, oh, do you want to make sure your opponent takes all the damage? Have me lead them.
I will say this, because Sir Von Dam also does have a second card in this set. When I was looking at this, comparing the 2 of them, I was like, which one do I like more? And it was just the Death Touch and +1/+0 in that regard. But it is not to say, like, the other card that Sir Von Dam has Sunstar Exemplar, which is just a white and a black for a 2/2 legendary creature. That one has Vigilance and Menace, however, and whenever another creature you control dies or is put into exile, they get a 1/1 counter on them and you gain a life, and when they die or they're put into exile while its power is 4 or greater, you can destroy something on its way out. Both are very good. Honestly, it was a coin, basically, for me it was a coin flip between the 2 of them. I did not want to put both of them on my list because I'm like, that's just cheating.
I like that
But-
it tells a story between
Yeah.
the 2 cards. Like you have
It's crazy.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good. I just every time I see it, I see that the rare is 2 mana and the uncommon is 5. Like,
Yeah.
good lord.
See, that was the difference that I saw between them. Where I was like, oh, you know what? I would rather build the 2 mana one because I can cast
Yeah.
that multiple times. I want it to die, so I
Right.
can exile it, or if it dies, Erd gets put into exile, which is
Yep.
great. Like
Let's
I
be
do
real.
like that.
Sorry. Sorry, continue. I
Oh.
totally interrupted you.
Oh, I do like that when it gets to power 4 or greater, it just destroys something.
It
But
can
like,
be a good source of removal.
yeah, but it kind of like shows the growth between the two cards, and suddenly it has Death Touch, which
Mhm.
it kind of gains at the end of that first card by being able to destroy things.
Oh yeah.
Right.
You cannot tell me that mother effer is not getting Gift of Immortality placed upon him
Oh yeah.
and going, oh no, I'm dying, but I'm taking this with me. And then Act 2, JK, just your thing died.
See, the
I went over
other
the
cool
cliff.
part
You didn't
is-
look for the body. That's your fault.
And the
Oh,
other cool
yeah.
part of this is it's the wording on it says when Serban Dam dies or is put in exile. So
Yeah.
even if they get swords, like if they get exiled or whatever, it's like, oh, I'm still taking you with me. You may see me going, but no, you're coming with me.
Yeah, and I feel like whenever another creature you control dies or is put into exile, like you
Mhm.
want to charge in and get things killed. You're getting plus
Oh,
one
yeah.
plus one counters. You're gaining life from it.
Yep.
And most likely you're playing something with. I mean, you're on white and black.
Honestly,
you're probably recurring things.
I honestly have been hunting for an Orzhov commander because like Orzhov, there are two color combos that have been really difficult for me to build a deck for, and that's Orzhov and Abzan. I just can't find the commander I like for either of them, but I think for Orzhov, Servandum, Sunstar Exemplar has the potential.
Geek, anything you wanted to say before we move on?
It's an Orzhov card. No.
So my number 5 is Geek gave me I don't know if it was a compliment, but gave me a statement towards my lists where I always put commons and uncommons on my list as well, just because it was a statement.
Sure.
And so my number 5 is Divert Disaster. It's a 1 and a blue for an instant. Counter target spell. Wait. Unless its controller pays 2. If they do, you create a lander token. I like this card for the purpose of 1, I got a pauper deck. I want it. I want it real bad. However, I like counter spells that are not oppressive, where they're like, oh, counter this and cancel your opponent's life insurance policy. Like, those counter spells, I'm like, why do you exist? You're so rude. It's like Swan Song. I love Swan Song. No, you can't have that. Here's a bird.
Yeah.
It's the, no, you can have that. It costs you 2 more. And if you pay that 2, I get free real estate.
Just
I love
for real
that.
estate.
Yeah, it's free real estate. It's just free real estate. How bad could it be? It is an artifact that I'm absolutely 1000% going to use and abuse. I love that. I think it's great. It's a common card that I don't think a lot of people are going to look at, but I think it's very funny. Sometimes 2 also is just enough to foil your opponent's plan.
Oh yeah.
It's only 1 color mana, so.
Yeah, it's also only 1 colored mana, so. Yeah, that's just me. Emmara, number 4.
I'm gonna pronounce this wrong. Memnon, the right hand. It is a jellyfish advisor. We got another jellyfish legendary, woo! Which is so super weird, but I'll accept it. We got a bunch of jellyfish. We didn't have to go to a. We just had to go to space. That makes sense, right?
Right.
It's 2 blue. It's 3 colorless. It has flying. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may
Awesome.
cast artifact spells from the top of your library. And artifacts you control have tap for 1 blue mana. Spend this mana only to cast spells from anywhere other than your hand. So, yeah, it's Urza. It's a jellyfish. Lets you look at the top of your library. Like, that's basically been, like, what jellyfish want to do, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm just excited that we finally got more jellyfish. And it is an advisor as well. Actually use it
And that
in
alt
couple
art.
other decks. Yeah, the
Oh,
alt art.
the alt art
The
cores
alt
are
art is
very
good.
good.
So, I believe it's pronounced Memnon.
Memnon.
Min.
I'm choosing like a lot of names that those first 2 letters don't exist because that makes it a lot easier.
Memnon.
Non.
I'm
So
hungry.
yeah, I mean,
Same.
decent stats. This is a much fairer version of Modern Horizons Ursa.
Yeah.
There
Agreed.
are extra hoops to jump through. He does not make you do everything.
Yeah.
But Memnon's cool. I casting artifacts on the top. I don't think we've had that before. I mean, casting spells from the
Mystic
top
Forge.
we had, but artifacts
Mystic
specifically.
Forge.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mystic Forge. We never had it in
Oh,
blue
yeah,
before.
Well, technically we did with Mystic Forge. It's colorless.
That is
Goes in any blue
fair, I
deck.
suppose. But yeah, I think that this is I think this is fun and interesting.
I'm always excited about when we get new Kindred stuff to build my Kindred deck. So I'm just like, yay! Now that we have, I can try to build a jellyfish deck. I don't know when it's gonna work. It might.
My only
Jellyfish.
complaint is it's not an artificer.
They didn't
An
have enough
advisor.
words. Yeah, they could've made it.
They've
I'm
done that
surprised they
before.
didn't make it an artificer instead of an
Yeah.
advisor. But hey,
Oh well.
story stuff getting in the way.
Geek, number 4.
It's red. Big surprise. It's Memorial Vault. Just 3 in a red for an artifact with this very simple ability. Tap, sack another artifact, exile the top X cards of your library, where X is 1, plus the mana value of the sacrificed artifact. You may play those cards this turn. I love artifacts. I love red. I like exiling the top card of my library so I can play it from in exile. So it just goes in most of my decks. So yeah. And even if you do it a treasure, you get at least 1.
Impulse drawing
that
is
a word?
one of my favorites.
Oh, X
I
is
love
1
impulse.
plus, yeah.
Yeah, I love
Yep.
impulse drawing with red. Like, it's probably my
So good.
favorite thing that red does. I would definitely use this for things. I love sack outlets, and working off
Same.
the top of your library with exile really is a strong thing, like a mechanic.
This is like for litho bracking. You could
Just a
make
bread and
that
butter card.
you can make that lander token at instant speed, and then use this to sack that lander token. Yeah, this also could be you could be like, oh hey, I have this triplicate Titan. Tap, sack it at instant speed. I'm gonna exile the top 10. I get to play them this exact moment, which might just be enough to save me.
Sometimes that'd be how it is.
I like it.
I don't, because you're gonna do really mean things with it.
Hey, I'm sweet and innocent. That's fine.
I'm gonna swing Cap at you. I'm gonna exile Cap. Well, in that case, I'm gonna tap and sack Excalibur. I'm gonna look at the top 13 cards.
So now you just described something you're gonna do to be mean, not something I would do.
Shut up. Ryan, number 4.
Number 4 for me is Lux Knight Breacher.
Ooh, you picked a common.
I did. It's 3 and a white for a creature. Shocker, it's another knight. I tend to find
like
patterns I tend to find patterns when I do these top 5s. This creature enters with a 1/1 counter on it for each other creature you and/or artifact you control. Base power 2/2. Like, I'm sorry.
That could
It's
be
right.
Yeah, it's a really good creature. I feel like I
Yeah,
was looking
for-
at that.
I've had
Before
a few
mana,
turns with Smothering Tithe.
Yeah.
Thanks for not paying your taxes. Now here comes the punishment.
Yeah, because they just need to enter. There's no casting, which is great. Like, even the 4
It's
mana for
insane.
a 2/2 is not terrible with what it does.
No.
Though,
Like,
the real
and that's
question.
why I looked at it. I'm like, oh, this is. I'm like, oh, this is actually much better than I thought. But it specifically, like, and again, me playing Sardar Jabari really does help because, like, even if it dies, I can recur it.
I mean, in Popper, I would definitely use it in, like, PD.
Oh, yeah.
PEDH, too.
Oh
Like,
yeah. I've got I'm building a white black Denethor Pauper deck that this easily could slot into. Though it does beg to ask the question, how many counters do you want to get before this doesn't feel good? Like, does this ever feel good for playing it for a 4 mana 2/2 that does nothing?
that does nothing. Then
Uh,
it's not great.
At
That
point,
does
no.
beg to ask the question, that's all.
But it also is, like, if somebody wants to destroy it or take the time to destroy it, is a lot of times, like, It depends on when I'm playing something. Like sometimes I will throw something out there for somebody to take care of, or that it's
Yeah.
going to be a problem, and then it'll be like, oh god, that's gonna get out of control.
Yep.
And they'll remove it, and I'm like, haha, and then I'll cast something else. They'll do it the opposite way.
Right.
fair,
It's like,
that's fair.
aha, you fell for the bait. Here's the actual real
Yeah.
problem.
I'm thinking
So
of
it's
like
probably one of
the,
those things I wouldn't play unless I could actually get
Yeah.
use out of it.
I'm also thinking of like Obzon Falconeer, which is like the creatures you control plus counters on them get flying. And
Oh
then
yeah.
this thing just
Or-
goes, I'm gigantic and I have wings. Why?
And there's so many ways. Like white has a lot of creatures and things that just like throw out like
Yep.
reinforcements, like that one instant that just throws out like 3 white, 1 white, 1
Oh,
white.
100, yeah.
You can tell how
Oh,
much
yeah.
I love artifacts because I didn't even remember that it says it does it for each other creature. I just remember the artifact part.
Just like,
And I'm like, oh yeah, cool. I
I'm
like,
I will
oh,
say,
Siddharth Jabari likes it because mana rocks because you're an Esper and stuff, and it's like, oh wait, knights.
Yep.
for me, the thing that jumps out at me is that because of how many plus encounters on it has, Felice, Silver Quill, like Superstar, the backup commander for the Silver Quill deck, where she makes a number of 2/1 inklings for the number of counters a creature had on it when it died. So you're just like, oh, I made a bunch of 2/1s. Put this thing in. We wear white on Wednesdays. Get out.
Well, even
Oh, I'm sorry. On Wednesdays we wear pink. Get out. And then it just
Exalted
dies and makes a
Sunborn
bunch
loves
more
that
inklings.
card.
Oh, yeah.
Goddamn Exalted Sunborn.
Yep.
Throw out a cheap creature making spell and then just double it. Or yeah, one of my other cards when I get to it.
Oh yeah. That would bring us to me. Yeah, number 4. My number 4 is Requiem Monolith. It's 2 and a black for an artifact that has tap. Until end of turn, target creature gains. Whenever this creature is dealt damage, you draw that many cards and lose that much life. That creature's controller may have this artifact deal 1 damage to it. Activate only as a sorcery. Now, this reads a lot like Skull Clamp. I love killing my opponents with card draw because I think it is really funny. So I am very much imagine going, tap. I would like to give your 2/2 that ability because I want you to draw cards with me. Okay, that's great. Thank you. No problem. Do you want to have it deal 1 damage? No, I'm kind of low on life. That's fine. I'm going to tap for 1 and Blast Act. There wasn't a question. I want you to die. Please.
Call me the mean one.
All I'm saying is it's funny.
Not to be alive.
The other thing about it would be if I know that I want a creature to get through for combat damage. It's kind of the same thing. A creature I know that is going to die because like you have a bunch of opponents. Like if you swing that at me, I will block to kill it because I want it to die. You go. Cool, tap Requiem Monolith. Now I'm gonna make it so that if you do any damage to this thing, I'm also gonna draw a bunch of cards to do it. And I love that ability. The other thing would be you put it on a small creature when your opponent only has large creatures for the same kind of reason. I'm gonna put it on this 3/3, swing at you only have 7/7s. I'm either gonna draw a bunch of cards or you're gonna take the 3 damage. And this thing has a combat damage trigger, so like absolutely, we're getting away with this. I imagine this was something like Squall, Seed Mercenary, where he gives himself double strike for attacking alone. So you just put it on him and be like either give me my 2 permanents back or let me draw cards.
Or you put it on
Put it on a
Stuffed
card.
Ball and then shoot it with Dawnstar.
Yes. Because why not let me lose the game?
I would just
I'm
give it
fine
to
with
Karn and send him around.
Actually, well, no, because Karn prevents all damage dealt to him.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh, that's right.
What about Alexos from Assassin's
you-
Creed?
Alexos, you could do it on, because he does not prevent damage dealt to him.
We got there.
You know, we just started seeing spoilers, but there's a certain card in white that if you put this on it, and then you shot it with Dawnstar, we get 100 counters.
Oh my god, yeah, you're right.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, Dawnstar would be all sorts of fun to use with this.
Oh,
This
Lord.
is fun. Anyway,
This is a very silly artifact. It is 100% going into my Mortarion deck because my Mortarion deck cares about me drawing cards, losing life. I will shoot the hell out of myself. You kidding me? It's fine.
Yeah, I'll lose
No,
life until I
it's
get-
my dog, mama. I'll do it. Why? Because I get card draw.
I get cards out of
What
this.
people
I'll
are
go
gonna do
kill
with
it.
card draw?
Give me the dog.
With that, we are on to the big heavy hitters of our list. Let's go with Emmara for number 3.
Dun dun dun. Friends Baloth. I really like Friends Baloth. He's ridiculous.
Definitely
So
heavy
Friends
hitter.
Baloth. I usually wouldn't choose green creatures, but I would almost put them in almost any green deck. Friends Baloth, 2 green mana. It's a 3/2. It's a beast. This spell cannot be countered. It has trample, and it has haste. It also has creature spells you control can't be countered, and it also has my favorite thing: combat damage can't be prevented. Like, it's so stupid for the amount of mana that it costs.
Hey, Wizards! Why?
Because
Like,
green.
somebody was just like, let's just put some more words on here, right?
It's Questing Beast, but better.
Yeah.
It's so silly. 2 green? 2 green. They were like, you know what makes this thing fair? A 2nd green pip.
Yeah.
Look,
Green pisses and produces 2 green mana.
Yeah, like, it's so ridiculous. Like, you look back at, like, Grizzly Bears as a 2/2 that does nothing else. Like, and then you look at this and you go, this could be 3 different cards.
Rye, any reaction for this one?
No, I mean we pretty much covered. Like this card is just no.
No,
I'm
please,
gonna-
let's move
I'll be
on.
honest, I thought this was a 4-mana card. I didn't until Emmara read it. I was like, wait, what? 2?
Yeah, Frenzy Bailoff. Like when I saw it at first, I'm like, oh, that's gonna be a problem. And I read, I'm like, oh no.
My Achroma
Like, even if you're
keywords
not
deck would
playing-
like to know where you are,
Oh,
please.
it reminds me of the Questing Beast from
I love
Eldraine.
That's my favorite green card.
Don't get me wrong,
Or
Questing
creature.
Beast has a novel compared to this thing's short story,
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
I don't like it because it gets around my Savin deck.
oh yeah,
know.
because it prevents damage dealt to it.
Yep.
This is things like no time means nothing.
Yeah,
have
like,
at
even if
least
you're
2
not using it as...
friends.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
No,
You
you
go
go. Oh, okay.
I was-
So, like,
And
even if you're not using it as a creature, like, just casting it and just having it out is a fucking problem. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
It's a freaky
good.
problem.
that's the one.
Everybody gets
Everyone
one.
gets one.
Ah.
I'm saving mine. I've got at least 2 friends who play Glacial Chasm, and I would
Oh.
almost use my one for that. I don't like that card.
Nah, I'm right there with you. Don't worry.
I'm also thinking of like there are creature heavy CDH decks that this thing solves a lot of problems for. Shannon plays a Rurik Thar deck. So like absolutely this thing slots in there immediately for her.
Oh.
2 mana
Yeah,
for a 3/2 can't be
Jetnir?
countered.
Oh.
Oh my lord.
This
My
thing's
Jetnir CDH is
nuts.
gonna love this thing.
Ah,
Oh no.
no, no.
Oh my god. Ugh.
Okay, I don't want to lose any more. I don't want to lose this anything further. Let's
Okay,
move on.
sorry.
No, it's fine. Geek,
All right, I'm gonna-
what is
I'm
your
gonna keep-
number 3 red card?
I'm going to continue in the green train though, but it's a biotech specialist. It is green and red for a 1/3 insect scientist. When it enters, make a lander token. Cool. And then whenever you sacrifice an artifact, this creature deals 2 damage to target opponent. I love Marionette Master, Reckless Fire Weaver, the myriad other things that say,
Why
"Hey,
do
I
you
hurt you
hate
when
me?
I do things," because it's easy.
I break my toys, you get hurt. That's
I break my
what I
own
do.
toys, and I'm going to hurt you for it.
It's
He goes
so rude.
Like
He goes
Marionette
into the new
Master's one of my
Tongrath
favorites.
deck, or the Tongrath deck I just rebuilt. It goes in the Union. It goes into Gimbal.
Yeah.
If I want to do a little bit more sacrificing. So
I'm trying to think of
Yeah.
like this also probably goes into Myria Antiquities, the red green legendary elf from from Dom Yu, who wanted to tap non-token artifacts. Because I'm
I
like,
think you've got a sacrifice version for it, yeah.
yeah, I'm like, huh? This thing makes me violently sick. Also, again, it goes along with the same lines of like your opponent's like, oh, I'm gonna board wipe all non-land permanents. Just sack everything and be like, this gonna hurt for you. I'm sorry. I'm not, but it's gonna hurt for you.
Are you sure you want to do that?
I will take you.
That's what I would.
Eternities
That's what I'll
treasures
do.
will
Like
be dirty
if
for
someone,
you.
if someone were to do oh yeah, board wipe. I'm like, you sure? Like I'm like, you're sure? You're sure?
There's just an
That's
insect
the life
scientist with a
decisions you
hand on a
wanna make.
Gatling gun and like, let me do it, boss.
I'm like, all right, I'm gonna let it resolve, and you're gonna feel some pain.
I do like that he just comes in with his own lander that you can sack.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
2 mana for a 1/3 that's a decent defender, and also can help your ramp. Again, red green did not need this.
I disagree. It's fine.
No,
Hey, Geek.
red.
Shut
This
up.
is fine.
Geek,
This is
I
fine.
will agree with you on red.
Red, yes.
No problem.
This
Green
is a
did
red
not
card.
freaking
Green.
need this.
A red card.
Green hat.
Still,
Green
I
hat.
say what I say.
We're gonna stay on the red train for Ryan's next card.
Oh yeah, we are. Well, that's not in the same way. So my number 3 is Mutinous Massacre. 3 black, and red. Choose odd or even. Destroy each creature with mana value of the chosen quality. Then gain control of all creatures until end of turn. Untap them. They gain haste until end of turn. 0 counts as even.
This is
Of course.
This is just so Rakdos.
it's
It
so
is.
silly.
It is. This card, I saw this card, I'm like, oh, there's a new one I can use. Because I used, years ago, I have an Atalga deck. Still have it to this day, and it is, it's missing a few cards, so I got to replace that. I got to have it be playable again. But in a online tournament I was with a few old friends, I used Insurrection in my Atalga deck twice to win the game. When I saw Mutinous Massacre, I'm like, yes!
For less mana?
Yeah,
you
actually,
don't have
it is
a
less
choice.
mana.
As long as you built your deck like to take advantage of the odd or even
Right,
thing,
like where you don't.
where you're not taking anything when
Yep.
everybody else is suffering, but it's chaos and they don't.
Mhm.
You're just like
Funny enough,
things are
actually,
dying.
like because I believe there's also a companion that cares about cards being odd.
Obosh.
Odd value. Yeah,
Yeah.
Obosh.
Boss cares about odd. Cares about even.
That's what
Yeah.
I was like. Yeah, I'm like one cares about evil, one cares like Obosh would be the better way to go with this, obviously because this is already Rakdos and so is Obosh. But even with Garuda, like you get into a Grixis deck, like you still do it either way. Yeah, like but this giving you the opportunity to like like you'll still lose some creatures, so you got like do have to like read the board and see what the best option is. Still fun though. It's just chaos.
Oh yeah. Oh,
If
yeah.
someone's getting honestly, if someone gets this off, they're probably winning the game right then and there.
Possibly.
Yeah,
It's just
that's what I
silly.
said. Probably. It's not a guarantee, but it all depends on what's on the board.
God.
Yeah, I saw this card.
Can we move on? I hate this thing. It's making me sad.
Oh, it's bringing back memories because you were in those 2 games. I did that.
I lost to it both times. I was like, well, I lose. I was like, me and my samurais.
You got screwed in that. Oh, you kept having both samurais. I'm so sorry, dude.
I won the one game because I was playing samurais.
You did.
We can talk about that another time. My number 3, it's just good old-fashioned fun, but unfortunately I'm back to blue. It's Weft Walking. 4 blue for an enchantment. When this enchantment enters, if you cast it, shuffle your hand and graveyard into your library, then draw 7 cards. The first spell each player casts during each of their turns may be cast without paying its mana cost. I love group hug dumb shit. I love this. I'm gonna refresh my hand. We're gonna start over. And guess what? All bets are off the table. Yeah,
This-
The only thing sad
honestly-
thing is they get to go first, which is
Yeah,
I don't care. Have fun.
Okay.
this card almost made my top 5. It was very close.
I love this. I think it's so silly, and I will 100% be sliding it into my group hug deck.
Oh yeah, I figured you would.
Hey, folks, I just need a quick refresh. Don't worry about it. Play it. What does that do? Don't worry about it. Do not worry about it.
We'll find the
Also,
next player in turn order after you when you play this. You will regret it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Well, the rest of the table will regret it.
Why would you do that? They're next. Geek just in the corner. Yes.
It's almost my turn.
Staring at it like the plankton with a Krabby Patty. Just yes, yes, yes.
I'm sorry if you were playing your group again. I have my Ur Dragon deck playing. I would
I
absolutely.
won't play this. If you're playing Ur Dragon, I'm not playing this. If you're playing Tongarth, I'm not playing this. What do you think I am, dumb?
yeah.
Amar, if you're playing Light Paws, I'm not playing this.
Yeah, I understand. Completely
I'm gonna be sitting there going, well,
Yeah,
I just drew a card. What does it do? Nothing. Literally 6 mana, nothing. Wow, a 6 mana card does nothing? I wonder what it is. Don't even worry about it. But most of the time, I will just play this and have fun with it because I think it's just silly. I think it's a lot of fun. I love effects like this because I think they're hilarious.
chaos.
Generally, what I like to do is I like to play these effects as early as possible because what I want is for crazy things to not happen, where my opponents are like, oh, here's the craziest thing I could do currently. And it's like, yeah, sure, currently, I get a chance to get around and also benefit from this. Because here's my 10th with Discovery for 0. Here's my dudes being bros for the 5th time this game for 0.
My first spell this turn, Omniscience.
Okay.
Just look at the rest of the table. I think I made a mistake.
I've made a terrible mistake.
My
Whoops.
first spell, Blightsteel Colossus.
Yeah, there's a.
It doesn't have
bad
haste. I'm fine with it.
I play red, sir.
That's because you're an evil person. Anyway.
I don't
That-
need haste to kill you with that card.
We are into our top 2s apiece. We're getting to the really fun stuff. Geek, you're talking about killing me. That's why I just skipped you just now. Yeah. Amara, what is
Top
your
2.
number 2?
So it's another awesome card. Obviously, it's super awesome. No matter you just look at it, you're like, okay, that's dumb. Cosmo Grand. Yes, it is a white card. It is 1 white, 2 colorless. It's a human soldier. It's a 2/4. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, choose one. Create 2 1/1 human soldier creature tokens, or put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Yeah, why not? Like, it's
Corey
basically a
Seal Cutter
Feldar
was just
retreat.
banned in Standard. Why did they think this was
Yeah.
okay? Sorry.
Why they got rid of it?
It's so silly. Like, especially like that one card we were talking, the common there. Like, this comes out, you cast your second spell, you already put this out, and then if you cast this next, or if you cast a spell after you just cast this, you're getting 2 more soldiers. You're getting 3 +1/+1 on that common.
Minimum.
Yeah.
Amara, repeat what you said in the beginning because I totally talked over you because I'm frustrated about the
Oh.
idea that this card got printed.
Do you want me to reread the rules? Or...
No, I waited until you were done reading the rules.
Oh. If you use that one common card, like, you're getting almost 3 creatures out of just 1 turn with this. Like, it's basically a Feldar retreat on a creature.
Yeah.
Most
that's
likely, you're
what-
giving yourself a bunch of like cantrips and stuff, so you can cast multiple spells during the turn. Token cards that make tokens. Like, my soldier deck is super happy about this.
And we just got in the last set in the Final Fantasy VII Commander deck, we got Heidegger, the Shinra executive who cares about
Yeah.
soldiers, and we got the soldier military project that also like makes and pump soldiers, and I'm like,
In the last year, we also got freaking Mardu deck there with Caesar. So that also has a whole bunch of soldiers and gross things in it. Like, Mardu has gotten a lot of gross stuff recently, and like, the way I would build this is basically have a bunch of spells that I can recur as well that are low cost that make tokens, just to completely just swarm the board.
I have my group hug deck that I just mentioned is it's second matters. So all of doing my second thing in a turn is supposed to be like the point of the deck. This says second spell each turn. I'm also for Shannon's sake, because I remember reading this card to her, and she's like, "I'm really glad Corey Steelcutter got banned in Standard." And I was like, "Yeah, everybody should be." Oh look,
Not
now I
bad
have
in Commander,
blockers.
though. And I attach it to her and just start running at people. Commander.
Geek,
Uh.
your number 2 was almost my number 3. So go ahead and talk about your number 2.
It's a red card. Newsflash.
Shocking.
It's Terminal Velocity.
This card's
4
great.
red for a sorcery that says you may put an artifact or creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. That permanent gains haste. When this permanent leaves the battlefield, it deals damage equal to its mana value to each creature, and at the beginning of your end step, sacrifices permanent. It's sneak attack with more fun stuff, and a board wipe attached to it.
Yeah.
And it does it for artifacts too, which is great for
It's
me.
kind of silly.
It's so silly. I love it.
Is.
Cause like
Yeah.
the thing you can do is the evil thing is like Blightsteel Colossus. We're all
Oh, yeah.
fully aware.
I just board all creatures. Bye.
Yeah,
Even indestructible creatures. Bye.
yeah, because they just get 11 -1/-1 counters. My funny thing to do is like I'm thinking of like cheating in a god.
Mhm.
Here comes this god. Also, he's not a creature right now, so haha. And they'll be like, why would you do that? Don't worry about it. It's a god. What do you think I'm gonna do? But the other thing would be like, what is the creature I am thinking about? Atali.
Yeah.
Either one of them.
Yeah.
Either Atali.
I like that you just sacrifice it so it goes to the graveyard
do.
instead of being exiled or anything. So, like, most likely I want that creature in the graveyard if I'm playing that kind of deck anyway.
Right.
So I'm board wiping,
Rotate
throwing something in the
forward.
graveyard, then most likely I'm taking it back. Like,
Very
I
true.
use this for Phyrexian Triniform, for
Oh,
Wormcoil Engine.
what's
Because
the one?
Wormcoil Engine has lifelink.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. There's that
And
one
Death
robot
Touch.
from Fallout.
Touch.
When it dies, it destroys a permanent.
Oh, the behemoth of Vault Zero.
Yep.
Just throw it out, deal 6 damage to everything, and then just be like, yep, it's dead.
Yeah, I mean, we could talk about the big things of like,
I feel like doing like creatures with ETBs that are gross would be what I would do.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of like high mana value but low impact creatures like Meteor Golem.
Oh, yeah.
Comes in,
Dude,
blows
Meteor-
up a permanent, then deals 7 damage to all creatures when it leaves. Anything that dies and draws you a card, or draws cards in general.
Yep.
Yeah, this thing is just very, very silly and has the capability to do so much.
Yeah, it's a fun, different kind of board wipe, which I
Yeah.
like.
It edged out over another red card just because of the extra board wipe.
I can understand that.
We don't
Right.
like fun, apparently.
I love fun.
Rye, your number 2.
Surprise, another blue card.
What? No way.
My number 2 is Quantum Riddler. 3 blue for a creature Sphinx. Has flying, and when this creature enters, draw a card. As long as you have 1 or fewer cards in hand, if you draw 1 card, you may draw that many cards plus 1 instead. And it has a warp cost of 1 and a blue. Honestly, Sphinxes have been a long time favorite creature type in blue for me. I've always been trying to make not a mono blue deck, but just a deck that can be Sphinx Kindred. Unfortunately, it is tough. Some of them are just not good.
Yeah, they're very expensive, some of them.
Yep, mana wise, they're super expensive. But I think this honestly, while it's like 5 mana, enters, draw a card. It's not the best, but
2 mana.
2 mana, draw a card, leaves, then you can also play it again at a later turn when you have it. Draw another card. Also, if you're running out of fuel in your hand, you have 1 card or less. It says when it enters, draw a card. If you're down to 1 card or 0 cards in hand, you're getting 2.
Could you imagine if you terminal velocity this thing?
Right.
Oh,
With 2 cards.
this one, right? Right, Ryan? That card?
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, that card. You pulled the alt art. I'm not a huge fan of the alt art of it personally.
Okay. Never mind then.
I won't say no to it.
We can
Don't
trade.
get me wrong, I will not say no.
Okay. We can trade later.
I just love the idea of like I have 2 cards in hand. I have 6 mana. I have Terminal Velocity and Quantum Riddler. Figure out this riddle, kids. Tap for 6. I'm gonna cheat in this 5 mana creature using this 6 mana spell. Oh look, draw 2 cards. I just it's yeah. I think this card's fun. It's hilarious. I think it's very funny.
It is guaranteed card draw, and you can also play it on turn 2. Like if you just wanted to draw another card, and like warp it out real quick. It's like, all right, well, cool. I'll just draw a card to give me an extra, to give me some card advantage. It exiles end of turn. All right, cool. I have to play. I can play it later. 5 mana. Oh, cool. I get another card back.
Yep.
Like, yeah. Is it the great? Is it strong? No, it's still a 4/6, which is not nothing.
But for 5 with flying, it's really not
Yeah.
that bad. Like
No.
its body.
There have been
as far as Sphinxes go, like it's probably one of the cheaper ones, and it does multiple.
Yeah.
And has multiple uses, which
Yep.
that's kind of
Which
like
is-
why I like Warp, is that it lets you
Mhm.
like have an alternate route if you need.
Exactly, and that's honestly why it got to the number 2 spot on my list. Like I was reading through it, I'm like, I saw Warp. I'm like, oh, Wonder of Blue. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's actually not too bad. Like, you know, even in later turns, it can still benefit you. Like if you have other plays you want to make, but I'm like, you know, I want your card just to replace it. You can still warp it out, and then like, oh, hey, Wayfarer's 1. There you go.
Oh yeah. Folks.
Hey, I think just solid blue card.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree. Folks, my number 2 is a black card. I'm getting back to my roots. It's Scrounge for Eternity. It's 2 and a black for a sorcery. As an additional cost to cast the spell, sacrifice an artifact or creature. Return target creature or spacecraft card with mana value 5 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Then create a lander token. Yes,
Nice
Geek?
recursion spell.
I love this card.
Yeah,
It's
really
solid.
good.
It is very good.
Like you just sack a treasure,
was a
sack
good
a
choice.
food.
Especially because if I've got my math right, what I would do with this, because of my favorite cards, I'd sack a Solemn Simulacrum as the additional cost to cast this spell. So I would draw a card off that. But Scrounge for Eternity says return target creature card or spacecraft card with mana value 5 or less. You have to pay all mana costs before you start choosing targets for your spells, which means you could sack a creature that has an ETB or a death trigger to this spell, and that just immediately recur it.
So it's like, oh, hey, 3 mana. All right, cool. I'm going to sacrifice Solemn Simulacrum. I'm going to go. Like, I'm going to draw a card. Oh, I'm going to bring Solemn back.
So
I'm just sacking treasures for this.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the best version of this spell is you sack a token artifact like a Power Stone, a munitions, anything, a map, a clue, whatever, to give you the best version of that. Mana value 5 is a wide spread of creatures and art and spacecrafts.
I would
Like-
be happy with 4 Shieldred.
Yeah. Like 4, like generally we see these
But
at 4.
5.
You're like, oh, that's good. 5 is what?
This card is an uncommon as well, mind you. Like, that's the insane part, I think.
It's also only 3 mana. Like this is not difficult to do.
The value from this card is absurd.
Thank you, Wizards.
If it was a red card, it'd be on my list, but it's not. But it's still a great card.
I'm going to tell you this right now.
Well,
This would have been my number 1 if it was instant speed. If this was an instant, 100% would have been my number 1.
If this was instant, I feel like if they
couldn't
made
be
it for
3.
instant, it could not be 3 mana. It also probably would have been at a higher rarity.
I think it would have been a higher rarity is what it would have been. It probably would have been a rare or mythic at that point.
Yeah.
But
Or they would have reduced the size of the creature that can come in.
True.
just a 4.5. But yeah, that's my number 2. I think Scratch for Eternity is a great spell. I need like 10 copies of it because I love this and it's gonna go in a lot of my decks. That brings us to our number 1s. We like to talk about Afariel Stone Chosen again.
I do. I would love to
Okay.
talk about Stone
Go for
Chosen.
it.
It's 5 mana. I could bring him back with that card we just talked about.
Yeah.
I scrounged for eternity. I found it. Bring me back.
It's got 2 black, 3 colorless. He's a human cleric, and he has discard a card at random. Void, whatever Alfriel attacks if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn, or a spell was warped this turn. Defending player loses half their life rounded up. And it's a 3/3. Like, yeah, it's stupid. We already
It
talked
is- it's
about
just-
it.
it is
it's
still
easy.
mean.
Yeah, it's easy to. There's so many things to sack right now, and like,
Mhm.
that previous card we were just talking about, you could bring this back if it was in the graveyard. like, but
And the alt art is really good too.
I
and it would
actually
also,
just looked that up. I'll share the original art when Geek talked about it. I'll share the alt art now because there's actually a typo on the card.
I didn't
In the
do that.
flavor text, it says beyond the edge of devotion lies eternal ambition.
the edge.
I hope that's in paper.
On Scryfall, there's a yellow box that says the
Yes.
stone chosen. This flavor text has a typo in the edge.
Yeah.
That art is so pretty though.
Oh, it
I love
is.
the black. Always has purple swirls and stuff. It makes me happy.
Oh,
yeah.
That's my favorite
Honestly,
color, though.
It'll look really cool.
Honestly-
in foil.
Yeah, like I was a big fan of all the alt cards that they did art.
There were some really good alt arts in this.
Like I feel like the moon behind them just kind of frames them,
Hmm
just draws the eye, and I love it. Okay, sorry.
That's
No,
okay.
you're good.
I agree.
This is talking about artwork.
I'll be talking about it in a little bit. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, no,
Back on it.
believe me.
Geek, what is your number 1?
I love my boy so much. It's Tanuk, Steadfast Second, 2 red for a 3/5 Kavu pilot. Other creatures you control have haste. I'm already cool. Artifact cards and red creature cards in your hand have warp 2 and a red.
This
I just
It's so good. I got to
It
play it
runs-
very limited, and it was so great.
everything I like to do in Magic, artifacts, red, exile matters,
Hmm
it's all there. And the alt art's great, and the normal art's great. Perfect, no notes. I can't say
I
anything
just
else.
want to abuse is basically what I want to do, but I also want to use it for haste ability. I
Yeah,
have a lot
the
of
haste
that
ability is
for
really
haste.
good.
To
He
give it
is-
everything haste.
he is again one of those cards that we always talk about that he just legitimately goes in every red deck and he's never a bad option.
Yeah.
He falls in that line of like there's like a select few cards that like in their color identities that like if you put this in your deck you will not feel bad about it.
It will do its thing.
Yep.
The fact that gives other creatures you control have haste, so he doesn't affect himself. He does say other, like, but the fact that he can give all your red cards and artifacts warp 2 and a red is insane.
If you
Yeah,
think
so
my
it's
sweet
all
babe,
your-
if you think I'm swinging my sweet baby boy to put him in harm's way, you are ludicrous. He will
Like,
he will be staying. I will take hits for this man. No,
The fact that it's
Tanuk,
not
get
affected
behind me.
red
You'll get hurt. But I'm supposed to. No, it's fine. Keep warping.
I feel like it should have just been red creatures, like artifacts and red creatures that have warp.
Yeah, that is.
Like out of
I-
control. Not to
I
mention
am an
that, like,
artificer. No,
like, I'm gonna
the
warp in-
artifact too.
yeah, I'm gonna
Oh.
warp in terrible things and give them haste.
Mhm.
Like,
Hey, guess
So-
what? Warp in. I'm gonna warp in Portal to Phyrexia,
So Jesus
and then I'll
Christ.
cast it again later
Yeah.
So
with affinity, more than likely.
Hellkite
Shan
Tyrant, enjoy.
Shan wanted me to bring this up from a standard viewpoint that he is very, very strong from a standard storm standpoint.
Oh, he's
Because-
a menace.
So like the cards I'm thinking about cheating out with him. First off, if we're talking about standard, Dragonhawk,
Yep.
threefold Thunder Hulk.
Yeah.
Because that is a that's a card.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's just
It
be
is
real glad
correct.
that Cityscape Leveler is rotating out as this guy's coming in. Because warp
Sadness.
is a casting cost, folks. Yeah, he's also actually great for and this is gonna sound very silly. Cards like Circuit Mender and Clockwork Fox that have ETB and LTB effects. So Circuit Mender has, when it enters, you gain 3 life, but when it leaves, you draw a card. So with the warp, it will leave the battlefield, you'll draw the cards, and then you can just easily play it for 3 mana again, and just gain the 2 life again. Yeah, so there are a lot of fun things you could do. I definitely would say if you're gonna play him as like a commander, look for a lot of the LTB effects, not just ETBs. Yes, things like Portophyrexia, playing something like a Triplicate Titan. He ends up for me in my deck of Kethek, Crucible Goliath, because I have giant artifact creatures in that deck. So what I do is I use his warp ability to cheat them out, and then Kethek just sacks them for her ability to cheat another creature in. Because I'm going to recur that other person much later. It's fine, don't worry about it. But like I mentioned, Triplicate Titan for 3 mana that got sacked and turned into, I don't know.
3/3/3s?
Yeah, 3/3/3s and a Cyberman Patrol.
Yeah.
He could cheat in game winning cards in an instant. This is he's a very strong card. A lot like Exalted Sunborn. This is an effect. I don't know that Fred needed this, but sure, it's got it. I can't do anything about it now.
It's one of those creatures that just has to die if it comes out, basically.
Unfortunately, yes.
That's going to be abusing it.
One of my arguments to this was because Geek, Ryan, and I will be doing the Commander Sealed video later this year. Actually, very soon, actually.
Yeah, probably, I think we're shooting for like mid-August, I think.
We're shooting for mid-August, yeah. He would actually be in contention for being higher than a D, even though he's monocolored, because he just does so much. Yeah. He's so strong. That moves us into Ryan, your number 1.
I'm staying on the path I already established. It's another blue card. My number 1 is Starwinder. 5 blue for a 7/7 Leviathan. When a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you draw that many cards, and you can warp it out for 2 blue and a blue. Hey, old Noboon, go fuck yourself.
There's your 1.
Hey, why the hell does this thing warp in for 4 mana? Why? Why?
Green players are like, oh, we got old Noboon, we can draw cards better than blue. No, you can't.
This giant cosmic serpent says no.
Yeah, I saw this card get announced, and I'm like, oh, I like it.
Blue?
And what I saw was a Leviathan. I'm like, I like it a lot.
I'm sorry, Emmara. Did you have something to say?
Oh no, I didn't. Sorry.
Blue has got a lot of effects that do things similar to this. Most of them are if a creature hits, draw a card. This one's hit and draw that many cards. So if you swung with like a Darksteel Colossus, that's just draw 11.
It's silly.
And I'm sorry, the alt art for Starwinder, there's 2 of them actually.
2.
One that actually looks like a giant whale, but I'm talking about the one that
it's like astral projecting itself.
Yeah. It looks like a 2-headed Leviathan instead. I'm like, I need that art. I'm like, that is probably my favorite art from this set.
Yeah, I'll throw myself under the bus. The alt art, I fought that thing at Genshin. I swear I did. It looks like a narwhal.
It does. It actually does.
Yeah, this is a great thing to warp in when it's the last card in your hand. Like, make a deal with an opponent. Like, hey, I'm just gonna hit you for 5. Like, it's not gonna be much. I'm just trying to draw some cards. Okay, you're gonna draw like 5 cards. I mean, sure.
Even if you attack with a bunch of 1/1 flyers or something, whatever your plan is, like you draw 4 or 5 cards off of that warp. Like 4 mana for 4 cards is ridiculous. And if you're attacking with a bunch of things that don't look like they're going to do a bunch of damage, or they're not going to do a bunch of damage, and then you suddenly
Arcades, the wall Arcades loves this thing because your walls are 0s, but then they turn around and they smack for like 5 and draw you like 20 cards.
Yep,
it's so silly. Yeah, like bleh. Also, Karnstrucks.
Yeah, Karnstrucks also. Yeah. No, I saw this card and I'm like, And I'm just like, yes, give me just another good blue Leviathan.
I guess I get to round this out with my number 1. And we're all the way back in white. This is a Stelly Reclaimer. 3 white for a 5/4 creature angel warrior with flying. When this creature enters, return target non-creature, non-land permanent card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast this creature. It has warp for 2 and a white. There are so many things that can end a game that are a non-creature, non-land permanent that die very often. And she just goes, no, this one was my favorite. I'm bringing it back. I also, she does say for the amount of mana spent to cast, warp is a casting cost. So if you warp her in, she brings it back something with mana value 3 or less. And then if you, that when you cast her normally, it would be 5 or less. Notably, it says mana spent to cast this spell, which means if your opponents are taxing you to pay more for this, you can get a bigger thing.
I was gonna say I like the fact that you have to spend mana to get the thing, because if you cheat it in from the graveyard, it's not gonna give you anything.
That is correct. Yeah.
I love that.
The fact that it says non-creature does hurt. It does. Especially because white really wants to res
Wants to res their creatures, really.
Yeah. But there are creatures who res.
Mm-hmm.
So, like,
Yes.
you can just easily use this to bring back one of the things that does res. Like, for example, Revelark. Revelark reses.
Revelark.
Huh?
Revelark's a creature, though, right?
Oh, darn.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, it is. You can bring back
That's about to
vehicles.
go
You can bring back vehicles. Bring back vehicle or spacecraft.
Gift of Immortality.
Gift of Immortality. Yep.
Or if you're an Orzhov, you can bring back a Necromancy. Probably.
Yeah.
Dance of the Dead. Animate Dead.
Yeah.
There are plenty of things that can be brought back. But yes,
I love bringing back the new Final Fantasy deck, bringing back like Dance of the Dead, because it's not a creature, it's land. Bring it back, you attach it, bring a creature back from your graveyard. It's great.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But yeah, 5 mana is a lot. It's definitely something that you can catch quite a few things of.
Mm-hmm.
It like, oh, you blew up my sphere of safety? That's unfortunate for you. I'll take that
Hate
back
that
now.
card. Hate that card.
It's oof. I'm thinking that
It's
if you're running this in like your kindred decks of like angels or party or warriors,
Oh,
this
yeah.
resurrects all the anthems.
Like, it really does.
Bring
It's-
back Banner of Kinship.
Enchantments wouldn't be too bad.
It
Like,
brings back, so it'll bring back an artifact, an enchantment, a planeswalker, a battle, and that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mono white, it's a pain with white paws to bring back enchantments a lot of times. So like that is a way for me to actually be able to just warp it out and bring something back, which is not terrible.
Oh yeah.
Sitting here looking at cards, thinking of the terrible things I can do.
Y'all are monsters.
We are.
Look,
You're a
it's not
monster.
my-
What do you
Yeah, you are too. Yeah, shut up.
Nah.
Now, the last thing that I'll mention is we did talk about some of our build around legends. The only person who didn't was... Oh, I'm sorry. Ryan and Geek did not get to talk about theirs. So, Geek, who's your build around legend?
Mine is Tanuk's best friend, I assume. Sammy, Wildcat Captain, 4 and Boros for a 4/4 human artificer rogue with double strike and vigilance, and spells you cast have affinity for artifacts. And I'm excited for this because the alt art makes me think of all those pulpy old sci-fi novels I used to read when I was young, and now I get to make an Artifact Exile Matters warping deck.
Speaking of which, I did pull her alt art.
Nice.
I believe
Yeah,
Sammy goes
that's-
by there, or like they. I'm not
They?
100%
They,
sure.
Yes.
They or he.
I
I can't remember.
apologize.
They.
I didn't read the story, so but
remember
regardless, I pulled Sammy's alt art for you. So
But yeah, no, I'm
I
pretty excited
apologize.
for them. No, you're right. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for that artwork thing. It's going to be all sci-fi stuff as much as I can. There's Doctor Who stuff already in the deck, and yeah,
That's the nice thing is like you can add the Doctor Who stuff, you can add the Warhammer stuff, and it doesn't feel out of place if you're like trying to theme a deck.
Yeah.
and Tanook goes right into my my secondary theme of the Exile Matters stuff.
Rye, who's your build around legend?
Luckily, it's not a mono blue one.
It has blue in
But
it.
for me, it has blue in it.
Of course it does.
It has every color in it.
Oh, I know what it is then.
Yeah. It's the only Wooburg card in the set. Infinite Guideline Station. It is simply just Wooburg, white, blue, black, red, green for a 7 when it gets 12 counters, a 7/15 spacecraft. Yeah, it's a little weird. So when Infinite Guideline Station ends, create a tapped 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token for each multicolored permanent you control. And it has station. When it gets to 12 plus counters, becomes a 7/15 and it gains flying. When it attacks, draw a card for each multicolored permanent you control. So it is similar to Nib Mizzet from Lord of Spark.
Yeah, because
Similar, but it does function differently.
Nivi cared
I'd say
about.
the Guild Pack one does that more. on
Yeah.
Is the
combat.
Go Back one better?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cares about specifically the two colors, but this one just cares about any number of multicolored.
Yep.
So very similar, yeah.
Yeah, I honestly being able to flicker this thing to just keep making robots is kind of rude.
A little bit.
It was like fun. During my game, one of my games, limited games, I ended up drawing this or had this in a pack, and I had the Cascading Cataracts in a pack. So I was like, well,
Oh,
I was like, I guess I gotta try to make this happen.
Yeah.
The art on that Cascading Cataracts is
Oh my god! It's
Oh, I pulled the. I was my box.
rings.
Yep.
So
I
cool.
pulled the Galaxy foil.
ugh.
Yeah,
That's
I,
probably pretty.
it is. It is very nice.
Man.
Even the non-foil one makes me happy. I'm just
Oh
like,
yeah, the art is beautiful.
beautiful.
on it.
Like I was like, where am I gonna put this now? It's like I gotta find somewhere.
Yeah, but
Like,
the-
Look,
the,
it's any deck. It doesn't necessarily care. It's any color it's any combination of
That's
colors.
true.
Yeah. But yeah, so I saw this because back when Aether Drift was announced, I was hoping so bad that they would give me like a legendary, so I could make a deck called the Mach 5 because I grew up with Speed Racer thanks to my father. They didn't give me it, unfortunately. But when I saw the Infinite Guideline Station, I'm like, acceptable.
And it can be your commander now with the new rule change.
Yeah.
Yes. At the time of the recording of this video, it would be official that you may now run vehicles as your commanders.
Legendary vehicles and spacecraft. Yep.
Yes,
So
thank
it
you.
begins. SK's Chariot all the way.
I don't think we're going to see that many or that it's going to be broken, but it does open more options, which is nice.
Yes.
More options is never, and no vehicle or spacecraft is really broken, which is nice.
No.
It's not like I,
I
have
mean,
to be like,
the only one that was is already a commander anyway.
yeah, sure, a guy. So he now has it now has an entirely useless line of text, but that's
It'd be what it'd be.
yeah, that's
Just
neither
wait
here
for
nor
the
there.
allowed planewalkers.
It's coming.
Just
We know
back-
it is.
Just gonna backtrack a little bit. I pulled up Sammy ship's engineer, and it does say like whenever Sammy was down in their luck, they return to an old comfort, the Clinks and Clan. So
Okay.
yeah, it looks like they go by they. So apologies earlier.
Yeah, because I believe they're like they're a non-binary character. I believe.
Yes, I unfortunately didn't read the story, so that's on me.
It happens.
Oh, good.
Oh,
So with that, all I will ask is, we're gonna do one quick question of this. If you were to include a space-based Universes Beyond secret lair alongside of this, what are you choosing? Geek.
I think
Farscape.
they're
Farscape. Okay.
Oh,
I'm
Yeah.
choosing. I'm choosing Firefly.
that would be good.
Okay, yeah, fine. I mean, the obvious
Nathan
answer I think
Fillion.
a lot of people would say is probably Star Trek.
Or Star Wars.
Star Trek does. I feel Star Trek makes more sense than Star Wars, personally.
There are
trying
flying
to think-
cosmic angels. Both of them make sense.
Touche.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
If
of
you can
any
give me an
other-
angel made of starlight, you can give me a freaking lightsaber.
Fair.
Well, like Star Wars is basically like a Wild West / fantasy sci-fi.
OTJ and Edge of Eternities meets.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
think like.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know. I was just saying. I think you could make the argument for either or. So, but I'm going to stick with my original. I'm going to say Star Trek.
See, I would normally go 4K, but we've done that, so I'm gonna Mass Effect because that was yeah.
Ooh.
You know what?
spent
I didn't
a
think
lot of my life, and
I
then-
didn't think of Mass Effect.
Yeah, like Mass Effect. This set feels very much like Mass Effect to me. Like especially
Yeah.
with like, the Kavu.
I'm changing my answer.
might be the
Ratchet and Clank.
Krogan. Ratchet and Clank.
Okay.
Confession, I know nothing about Mass Effect at all.
What?
Never
Oh my
played it.
God.
Don't know the
It's
story. Nothing.
The story's good. The first I tried to play the first game, but the mechanics in the first game were rough.
Yeah, like the second game combat system and everything got updated and it was much better.
Yeah.
I opened the wrong
first
can of
game is
worms.
really hard to get. The first game is hard to get through just because
Your
like
fault.
It
there's
is.
a lot of stupid side things like the planet traveling is a pain in the ass and it's
Mhm.
boring and so but besides that
Folks, you did hear us scream a lot about magic cards. So is it really true that no one hears you scream in space? You were voted out, but you got to do what you did best. You listened. You joined us along for this episode of Dungeon Delving. And as we say goodbyes, Emmara, please shout yourself out.
Hey, what is going on, everybody? I am Emmara, Goddess of Blunder. It has been a pleasure. I make Magic the Gathering content on the internet. You can find me on all the socials at Goddess of Blunder, or you can find me over on twitch.tv/Goddess of Blunder, where I play Magic with my Bird App friends, and I will be over in Atlanta and Commander Sealed later on in September. If you want to come and say hi, I'll be around.
All four of us will be at Commander Sealed. Geek.
Oh, yeah.
Indeed.
I think all four of us will be in Atlanta too.
Yes.
That is correct.
So if you want to see us all, we'll be there.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Geek, go ahead and shout yourself out.
I'm Geek.
Rye?
Just like I said in the beginning, you know where to find me. If you're grumpy, I'm probably. Let's be honest.
He's the
We'll
taller
actually
one,
see
though.
us tomorrow.
Yes, we well, I mean, not that they're gonna see this in that time. We're recording
yeah,
this
no,
on
sorry.
7/26. We have a session on 7/27.
I am so used to live streaming.
It's totally fine. But folks, the air dock is open. You don't have to go home, but you definitely can't stay here. Thank you for joining us for Dungeon Delving.